Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to continue our kind of Disney retrospective thing here with another licensed Disney game based on one of their 90s movies. This is The Little Mermaid. I remember this being a fairly easy but overall pretty fun game. It's not the best by any means. It's not as good as like the Aladdin game or some of the other ones, but it's pretty good. And it's interesting because it does have full movement options. And also to an extent I'd say because this was not a stuff like Aladdin and such had a little bit more, I guess, action to them. You know, there's dudes with swords and stuff. Little Mermaid, for the most part, is not a story that had a lot of action in it. I'm apparently getting my butt kicked, but that's probably okay for now. Hopefully I'll get a... Huh, okay, apparently that knocks it out. Well, we'll just continue. So yeah, the basic mechanics of this game, it's got kind of the bubble bobble thing going where you can oops. Okay. Oops. Just kind of experimenting here. It's been a while since I played it. But yeah, the basic mechanics involve you can lift and carry the shells, or things like shells. You can bubble enemies and use them as a weapon against other enemies. In these sandy parts, you can kick up the sand, and I believe there are like little areas where if you you saw the little nook that I shot. Like that. There are secret items there. And then there's the treasure chests, which I'm gonna see if I can open this. Oop. I don't think I can bubble the octopus right now. The little red pearl item I got is a bubble upgrade. Can't open that without a shell, looks like. Good to know. Okay. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward game, all considered. I really like the movement options, and there does seem to be a lot of like little secret coves and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what all of them do. And I remember the bubble upgrade being very important later. There are only certain things you can capture in bubbles early in the game. Hey, you can shoot diagonally. Good to know. Okay, so that was points for the end. And I know red and green, I believe, are also shot upgrades of some kind. So it's very, oops, lost the shell. Okay, and I think we can do like, can we do that? Yeah. Knock this barrel over. Now we've got this triple bubble shot, which should let us capture bigger stuff. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. But yeah, like I was saying, the main draw to the game seems to be the fact that the movement is omnidirectional because it is a game where you are swimming. This is the first time where you can get out of the water, and that's when it gets really awkward because you're, you know, because you're a fish on land at that point, and it is understandably awkward. Okay, we're not gonna bother with that. I am not sure what this is. Big downside with the game is that sort of... There's a lot of slow... slow movement stuff, or little slow aspects to it like that. Oh, you can just run into him with the shell. That helps. But stuff like... Oh. Stuff like the barrel or the rock, or even just the on-land movement, are very... Okay, we're gonna make sure, or try and make sure we don't die here. Are very slow. Which, I mean, it's not a huge deal. But it is kind of annoying. It makes sense, but it's kind of annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. That was my slight paranoia there as we get to the... Oops. As we get to the end, and I'm hoping that we're not going to get completely hosed. Basically gonna try and hope that one of these alcoves has a bubble upgrade. I'm not expecting it to. Heart upgrade? That would have been nice. Guess I should have checked for that earlier. And we're back to where we were anyway. Okay. Oops. This is kind of another good example of what I was talking about with the slow. You can't attack, or you can only attack the crabs sometimes, and it's real easy to accidentally bump them into other things. And you have to wait for them to stand up before you can bubble them. You have to wait for them to stop if you stun them. Stuff like that. Ursula froze the sea. Okay. Ooh. That didn't work. Huh. Apparently you cannot, or apparently enemies can still hurt you when you're stunned, or when they're stunned. Good to know. This is another game I remember playing as a kid. Still not sure what those ones do. Apparently a lot of these treasure chests are kind of empty. And apparently I just lost the shell. Okay. Still not sure what the green pearl does. Oh, range on the bubbles. When in doubt, pause. I didn't get a single power upgrade that entire time. That worked well. Okay, apparently if we die there, we continue. We only had 3 lives. And that went well. How did I get hit there? Oh well. I'm gonna do a little poking around because I would really like a power upgrade at some point here. I want to make sure I don't like miss life upgrades either. Like that. Eh. So as I'm continuing and remembering this a bit more, I am realizing that there are some kind of rough controls and some... It's a very win more game. Some of the things that I've come across so far, like that rock, it appears you can only push the rock when you are when you have a high enough bubble upgrade. Oh, that was annoying. So it looks like there's some, you know, sure you can have that upgrade, but you need this other upgrade to get that upgrade, and if you die, you just are out of luck. It's like Gradius. If you actually die in that game, you're just done. Well. Okay, so you can just chuck a shell directly at him. Except when you don't. There we go. Something going on in the undersea volcanoes. So, at the very beginning of the game, I was considering praising it for that intro cutscene thing where it had the text, you know, the very kind of the Ninja Gaiden intro to the game. But as it's gone on, the story is very meh. I mean, random undersea volcano. And the little text does not actually contribute towards you knowing what's going on or telling a story. It is very much just a... Yeah, you need a better upgrade for that. Ooh, we're getting some lag spikes here. So yeah, it's very much just a, oh, this is what the next area is, as somebody tells you. Which is fine, but it's not a bad thing, especially for an NES game. It gives you a slightly better idea of what's going on than a lot of games. Okay, I can hit the barrels, that's good. Wasn't sure. I'm guessing I can't hit the rock? No. Rock needs the red bubble, I think, which is that, like, third upgrade. Okay. Okay. That level went much better. I feel like I'm getting a better hang of the way the game works. Okay. Ursula's castle. It's an interesting musical choice. So we're gonna just go as far right as we can right off the bat, just to see if there's something over here. Looks like there's not. Glad we didn't get hit trying to go there. And I'm assuming we can't go through... Oh, we can. Okay. Not sure what the point there was. Okay. I think we're in a new area now. And I'm guessing for this, we're basically just gonna have to guess which one we want. Okay, those little fish are really obnoxious, so we're getting out of there. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this is it. Okay. So we're basically just gonna wait for the right little puffballs to turn into fish, or other things that we can actually use. Focus on dodging. Bullet hell logic. Missed. Okay. I think there's still one more boss, but I'm not 100% sure. Ursula's back, and this time she's gigantic. Okay, boss fight. So, this fight has a couple interesting little things. The main one being, you can see the plants at the bottom and the bubbles. She creates tides that push you one way or the other. Unfortunately, there's not really much to the fight. If there were more threatening things floating around, that would make it a much more challenging fight, but there's really not. Like, if she was shooting lightning bolts at you while the tide was moving back and forth, sure, but the fish, yeah. So, in the end, I mean, getting used to it, there's a few little awkward parts, but yeah. So, like I said, it's a pretty short game. I needed a break from Disgaea, from grinding. It's a fun game. It's pretty well made for what it is, but it's really short and not super hard. Especially the later parts like that. So, that was Little Mermaid. We'll be doing some more random Disney stuff, probably. Probably do some more a few other random little games here, and like I said, I need a break from the grind, so hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other stuff on my channel, and as always, have a good one.